Hello everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to the Metal Galaxy YouTube channel, where we interview Voodoo Chief, a new band from Belfast, who is as well opening tonight for Ira Green. So thank you much, guys, for opening up, as well as taking a short break for this interview. So tell us, Voodoo Chief, who are you?
Who are we? I guess we're stoner metal band based in Belfast.
Yes.
That's about as much brain power as I have to explain that, to be fair.
So you like weed?
So I'm Paul, drummer of the band. And this is Bart.
Bassist.
Plays bass, gives us a stinky bass face, and I'm Talos. And I sing and play guitar. And because I have the most princess-like voice, they were like, you gotta sing. But I'm the only one that probably smokes out of all three of us, to be fair.
So it's just stoner music without getting stoned?
Yeah, exactly. Like I write the
Mm-hmm.
majority of like the lyrics when I get stoned, and then I show it to them, and they're like, "Mate, this is just scrawlings of Ronald McDonald. How do we make a song out of this?" And I'm like, "Just please, you have to hear me out."
Then 2 weeks later.
So the basic, I'm not that is a joke, but basically that is the entire interpretation of our band. I kind of set the forefront with like an idea that I have, and then I show it to them, and they both kind of change it sonically to something that we all want. And even as of recent, we've recently released our song "Addicted," which is kind of a homage to the way we used to sound, and also the sound that we're heading towards. And especially since Paul's entered the band over the past like year and a half, we finally went back to the drawing board for the first time and been like, okay, what's the next step? The next song is coming out is Your Ways, Winky Face.
Are we going to see it tonight?
Yeah, you'll probably see it tonight. You'll probably see it. One or two other new ones in the set as well some oldies and goldies. But we've definitely went back to the drawing board and definitely kind of had to swallow all of our prides equally, where all three of us went, okay, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that. And three of us spent a lot of time together, and for all three of us to go, okay, what the fuck are we doing wrong, and what should we be changing about our sound? So I'd say describing us as a stoner rock band or a new metal band for now would be a good staple, but I'd say there's definitely going to be some change.
Thank you so much, Talos. So let's go to Paul. Can you tell me what did you bring to the band when you joined?
Well, when I joined, what did you say, a year and a half ago? Or around that. I think the... sorry. Wait, how does this work? I think whenever we started out, it was... whenever I got asked to join, or I basically said to them about joining, it was mainly sort of like funk rock, kind of desert rock sort of stuff that they were going for. And me being a true metalhead, like properly just into the heaviest possible stuff. I was like, right, I'm going to bring sort of new metal influences, and like you've got metalcore and deathcore and all that stuff, but basically just anything that can be heavy, I would make them turn riffs from a little bit funky into just more funky, and it would make it somewhat heavier. So basically bringing a really easy groove to a lot of songs and not trying to make things overcomplicated and trying to basically just punch through a very, very heavy sound, which, I mean, I do pretty well, I would imagine. Just by hitting things very hard, that's what I do. So, yeah, bringing to the table, hitting things with sticks as hard as possible. That's pretty much it, yeah. I think even with our recording at home and the writing, it's all very, as Tala said, it's all very a three-way thing. Like someone will bring something to the table and we all switch it around and change it until we're all happy, and then that ends up always being just ridiculous by the end of it. So
there is no chance that you change from a three-way to a four-way.
We don't think so. We've considered it.
4 ways, too many holes.
I think we've considered it.
Holes? Are we talking about a threesome or?
No, I think definitely with our sound, with there's kind of like a niche and like kind of like a trick that we have when we play live, and when we go on live, every sound guy or every band or any musician that hears us, they're like, wait, how many of you are there? And we go, there's 3 of us, and they'll hit us back immediately with the same exact line. It sounds like there's 5 of you there. It sounds like there's 5 or 6 of you there. Because these two are nuts, and they had suggested this idea, and we want to keep it somewhat of a secret, and kind of keep it as like a hidden trick, but there's something that we do live, and we bring live, and we're even starting to do in the recording, that makes our sound very loud and very thick. And it basically allows us to sound like multiple people on stage. And you'll hear it tonight, but I would recommend wearing ear protection for tonight for yourself.
There's not my back.
God. I think it is also worth mentioning that we do our own production as well.
Yeah.
We don't have any middleman in between, because we have our own recording studio at home that we all live in. Well, you don't anymore. So, But because we do our own production, we have every control over what we can do with our sound. Actually, here that I'm thinking of it, because the band started with me and Palace here, and it actually started in this very room, in the room next door.
Whoa, yo, yeah.
We are sitting in it,
Yeah, he's right.
We've met in Belfast, met in Tech. Through the course level 5 that we've done, and we had practices in here and there.
It was in that next room, and we didn't have a drummer at the time.
Yeah,
and every drummer that went to our class was just dropping out because they just didn't like it.
Or you were just too demanding.
Well, you gotta strive for perfection. You know what I mean? Shut up. But we got an iPad out. It was Bart's iPad, and we got a drum track out, and it was just like a standard.
It was horrendous.
Yeah, 100.
It was horrible.
It was horrible, like 120 BPM, like thing stuck on the iPad, stuck on the PA, and we wrote fucking our first song, which we can now. It's awful.
Yeah.
But I'd say definitely having both Paul and Bart in the band respectively. Paul bringing more of like a dark sonic sound, and Bart definitely with his wizard production.
And he's as well lending all equipment to Ira Green and Voodoo
indeed.
Chief.
Yes, indeed. All from Treble King Studios.
Follow it, check it out.
Our entire houses came down.
Yeah, like the post. You just took like snail everything.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how Paul lives, like a hermit.
Yeah, on their back, They're
amazing.
On their back, like a turtle or a snail. Yeah.
Okay, so we got that. Let's go back to writing and everything. So you're the one getting sound, writing your pen, and coming up with ideas. I know I have heard what song, Masadoma, it was about.
Masadoma,
yeah.
That was actually me.
Well, you wrote the riff too, and the lyrics I kind of wrote I added.
So because usually it is you who comes to Talis who comes to us with the riff. If Masadoma was me coming to everybody else with the riff.
And it was about dealing with alcohol. That one.
I tried like because there was this dark sound about it, and we didn't like. I think we rewrote the lyrics for that song like 2 or 3 times. And up until a point I was sitting down in the vocal booth, like on my ass, and Paul came in and was like, "Right, you're just gonna get it."
Paul, take it over. What did you say?
That day. I don't know if I can say it on recording.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cursing.
Yeah, I have a very bad mouth. No, I remember because we did. So Palace obviously does a lot of the main vocal line, and because of myself as well, I do like rap with the likes of Phil that's over behind the camera out of shot there. But I do like I've always had an interest in lyrics as well, so I helped a wee bit whenever I could. But there was just one day where he's sitting in there just trying to come up with the whole thing, and I just walk in, look him in the face. It's the same thing Bart does to me. We just go, sort it out, and you just stare at them and just sort it out. Just fucking sort it out. And eventually it did just kind of it just clicked once you get into like the recording stages too, because you can practice it all you want in the room and you'll never really hear the full scale of something until you record it.
Oh, that's me.
Boys, this is unprofessional.
We are.
And guess who it is? It's also Milo. I should answer this.
No, you shouldn't.
Say
No.
fuck off.
Fuck off. No, this is the guy that actually lives with us, and he's also a music producer. So,
But anyway, we'll try and cut this right back in there. No, but yeah, basically that's how it comes. Whenever we're recording, you can get the full scape of everything and understand what really truly hits and what doesn't. So whenever we were, you right there?
I was putting it on mute actually.
I'll slap you so bad.
Well, silent now. we're back to it.
There we go. But yeah, so we do run a lot of things, like especially with like riffs and bass lines, and especially for me for drums, I run things 4 to 5 times through my head to try and work it out. I even change like drum fills in songs live whenever I want to find a better one, and then if I do, if the song's already out and recorded, nothing you can do about it. But with new songs, then it gives me time to always think about better things. So it's even with like the lyrics and stuff, it's the same. So it's I think for me, I always try and push everybody, but it came from Bart in the first place, where you don't let anybody ever get comfortable. You just be very to the point.
Masadoma liked struggles that you were facing, or something? Was it Talus? Was it Bart?
It was kind of like Masadoma is like a whole song where all 3 of us were able to get all of our collective like angers out and the things that like kind of really upset us.
It's a nice song. It's very personal.
It's like even with like the bass riff that Bart wrote, it was like probably the angriest thing he wrote at the time. And then me and Paul were like, "What is that?" And then I tried to like write.
It's just a thing,
I tried to kind of nuts thing. I had probably too much to drink the night before and too much to smoke. Had a really bad nightmare and immediately woke up and then wrote the nightmare into a poem. And then took the poem and tried to make lyrics out of that. And that's where I was hitting the blocks, because I was trying to like translate so much of this dark thing in my head. Of like this evil face that I had, and there was a lot of teeth, and there's a lot of like, shut up. There's like a lot of analogies to fuck you in the song to like teeth and whatnot, and gums, you're a fucking dickhead. And basically I was trying to put all of that info into one song, and that's when I was saying when Paul came along, you dick, you find that funny, do you? Fuck you. But
we are being so mean to each other.
No, yeah, we're always
we live together.
It's brotherly love at the end.
You live together?
Well, yeah, all 3 of us live together for what? Me and Talus lived together for 3
like
years. 5? No way.
I lived there since I was 18, 19, and almost 24.
Oh, there you go.
Because remember, I've been there now, 2.5.
And what happened? Why did you move out? You're not living.
I moved out because his feet stink.
What?
I moved out because his feet stink.
Oh my god. Okay, maybe we do a random question. So, random. What? You have been living together. You have been living together. So, what's the weirdest culinary habit you had?
Culinary?
Give me this. Hold on, wait. I am about to out this man to the world.
Wait, what?
How many sauces?
You, right?
Oh yeah, I'm a sauce man. Yeah.
This man here will have super noodles, right? Or chips, or anything that's kind of plain, right? And put maybe 6 or 7 different, household sauces, like red sauce, taco sauce.
No.
Not red sauce.
Not red sauce. Not like there's barbecue sauce. There's fucking the peri Nando's one. I have a burger sauce. It's all fucking just put in there, slathered in like this.
Yeah. All together at the same time. About 6 to 7 sauces.
What's your choice of noodles? It doesn't even matter anymore. No, the original flavour of the noodles.
Yeah, you can taste a little bit of chicken there. It's fine.
It's like, sorry, here. What's the best way you can describe your taste, Bart? Just that.
You have never fucking tried this, alright? You've never did. It is the shit, right?
Okay.
Trust me.
But we had Bart, and Talus is here crying, so let's target him.
No, I'm crying. No, okay, right. I'm crying because of that, to be fair. The weirdest culinary habit that this man has. He just I don't know. I'll just be sitting there just having a coffee in the start of the morning, and I'll be like 1 p.m. man, and it's just 1 p.m. on a Saturday, and I'm wanting to sit there and chill and have my coffee, and this man whips out like a plastic bowl, you know, you would like put flour in like a baker's shop.
Yeah.
And like it's a huge plastic bowl, and he gets the super noodles out, drenches it in water before cooking it.
Sometimes I put them in wraps.
Yeah, and then I put them in wraps. But then it's just like 1 p.m. in the fucking day, mate. And I'm sitting there, and I've just had my wake and bake, and I can smell more as well. And all I can smell is Chinese and Indian. I just smell Shankill Road. all in this, confined in this small kitchen. And it's just awful. You think he gets the barbecue sauce out, and I'm like, okay, it's done. And then he gets the Southwest, and you're like, it couldn't continue more. Ketchup? Why the fuck ketchup? And fucking...
Don't forget the mayo.
And mayo. Man loves his mayo. No,
Exactly.
there was one time I was in work for a long shift, and I really wanted a toastie back when our toastie machine worked. And I came home, and I went upstairs to play some Xbox, and came downstairs again and noticed that there was a big fucking plate of just bread crusts cooked, dipped in oil.
It wasn't bread crust, it was bread rolls, and were just there.
So this man took it upon himself while I was at work and stole my entire fucking loaf of bread for him and Milo's food
We
experiment.
offered you some.
I wanted a toastie.
It was a toastie.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
It was
cheese and ham, mate.
Oh, the entire fucking loaf, mate.
This guy.
And the parts that he didn't use, he just threw in the bin. And I'm like,
all for he's right. Like, I remember.
You were like, both you and Milo were like, it's just a loaf of bread. And I'm like, mate, I want a fucking toastie, not some ice and bread rolls. Oh.
We can start going down this route, but see how many times this mofo fucking stole my bread?
Oh, yeah.
So.
I was a gremlin when I lived in the house, to be fair.
I think we should give Bart some time to pay back. So, Bart, tell me, Paul, and tell us, worst culinary habit.
The worst culinary. Again, to be fair, I think I can't top what they just two said, so...
Let's go back to music.
Yeah.
So, new music. So, you have just done three songs. Addicted is the last one. So... As you said, it's highly production. You just are three, and I agree. Like the music you make, it's top notch. And I was like, it's 3-piece. Like everything is tightly done. Nice riffs, nice lyrics. So I'm wondering, with 3 songs released, when is the next one coming out?
Your Ways.
It's being worked on right now.
It's being worked on as we speak, and not just Your Ways. Where we like to juggle. It's more of this idea that Paul kind of came up with this the idea of like how the tires of a tank move. Is that each cog is working before itself and against itself. So everything has to be in unison, and the things behind it are helping the things in front of it. So we're not just working on Your Ways, but we're working on songs ahead of Your Ways. And when we're updating those songs ahead of Your Ways, we found that we came back and we went, okay, right, we've been able to make this song sound amazing.
We've sort of stuck in this perpetual motion of
like,
we've done this song, but then we've done the next song better, and then we come back to our previous song, and it's this constant.
So
the first song that we've done gets better. And it takes a little bit of time. It's worth the wait.
You have to make sure you don't fall into...
So you have no release datum, you just take step by step how it goes.
Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful strategy because you release something that is really good, and Addicted came really soon, like just before the gig, so I think it's a nice one. So Addicted, what's the song about?
This is our oldie. This is our OG song that we had. I think this was one of our first third song that we've actually composed together. Addicted is about drugs.
It's about.
So
take us away, please.
So I am a massive stoner, but I wouldn't say that I'd confine myself down to just grass. I would partake in the sex, drugs, and rock and roll lifestyle back in the day, but it's mainly about just seeing drugs or a certain object as a person and being obsessed with them to this really unhealthy point. Of course, that was before Paul joined the band.
Interesting twist.
Because Because if I showed that to him nowadays, he'd be like, "Fuck no!" So it was definitely a money joke.
We actually have an old version of Addicted that we've recorded and we've released. But after we've, done through this perpetual motion of getting better, we were just like, we need to take this down.
And this is the reason you have only 3 songs out, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Only the best.
No, we have
We have more out.
We've got You Should, Wolf, Masadoma, Leash, and Addicted.
But it's like low single on Spotify, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. So how does it feel with a few songs under the belt, opening up for Ira Green?
Pretty good. Very, very good. We're very excited. Yeah.
Very excited. I was very nervous at the start, but I'm not good now. I'm gonna.
I will tell her you're nervous.
Yeah, she'll love that. But yeah, I think we're all good. We're just gonna.
Don't run.
5. Yes, but we've got an hour until we're on. No, the doors open at 6:30.
Yeah. So yeah.
And we're on at 7, so we've got an hour and a half to get started and chill. There you go.
Yeah, chill. So yeah, thank you so much, guys,
you.
for interviewing, for getting to know your band, and yeah, we look forward to your set. And I believe it's a great band. It's going to rock and roll, and you're taking the time making top-notch music. So we look forward to more Voodoo Chief. Follow and like the Voodoo Chief, and as well like and subscribe as we have more interviews. And thank you so much, guys, and have a great gig. See you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.